and welcome to today's video. If this is the first time I see my face, hello, my name is Shadow Sylvia and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, moving into today's video and not wasting much of your time, we are going to be talking about fashion and Christianity. Now in today's video, I'll be speaking mainly from experience and how I transformed my fashion sense as a Christian but still retained my modesty even though I was being fashionable. I feel that fashion is something that Christian doesn't really be able to blend into Christianity properly, and most people in the process of trying to be fashionable end up going out of being modest. So today I'm going to be talking about how we can bring in fashion and Christianity and make them blend, because I feel it is one of the major things that is finding it very hard to fit into the Christian lives. But I want to tell you today, you can be a Christian and yet be fashionable as a lady. Yes, you can. Without exposing yourself, you can be very fashionable and very attractive as a woman. So, one of the things that helped me on this journey of transforming myself to being a fashionable Christian was, first thing was, I had to remember that my body was the temple of God and I had to be very modest to my body, and the way I have to present myself has to be in the likeness of God in every possible way. So when picking out outfits or when shopping for my dresses, I always had that in my subconsciousness. So when I was picking my dresses, it was something that was constantly ringing. Okay, Sylvia, if you're getting a clothes, it has to be presentable to God and it has to be presentable to you yourself. Yes. And another thing that helped me on this journey was the Holy Spirit. Yes, the presence of the Holy Spirit was something that was, I feel like, a constant reminder. So whenever I even bought something that was not even in the right way that I felt was actually okay, by the time I put it on, the Holy Spirit was always there to caution me and tell me, okay, no, this isn't appropriate, or this is appropriate, or no, don't wear this for this occasion, wear this for this occasion. So I have someone like that in me who was constantly telling me, okay, no, this is how you should dress, this is how you shouldn't dress. And believe me when I say the Holy Spirit actually has fashion sense. He actually does have fashion sense. And I'm telling you that from experience. The Holy Spirit will tell you sometimes, oh, combine this with this, and you'll be so surprised that it turns out beautifully well. So now I won't waste much of your time. I'm going to move into ways we can combine dresses to make them look amazing. I'm not telling you to empty out your wardrobe just because you have some probably skimpy dress or revealing clothes or something like that. There are ways you can transform those old looking clothes into something more modest and presentable. So I'll be giving you little tips on how to elevate your dressing. And now I'm going to first divide them into two categories. I'm not going to talk about the skirts or trousers. Some churches allow trousers, but I'm going to divide them into two. So skirts and trousers with top, and the second category is going to be gown. So I'll style your skirt or trousers with a top. There's a simple rule I want you to remember for styling your dresses. These are plain with patterned, plain with floral, and plain with plain. Never pattern with pattern or floral with floral. I know it seems like what I'm saying is jargon, but I want to understand what I mean in a minute. So let's assume you have a floral top of any kind or a pattern top of any kind and you want to style it. Never under any circumstance wear another patterned skirt under it or a pattern trouser under it. Always go with something plain. Yes, always go with something plain. And if you are wearing something short, probably around the knee level, it's always advisable to go with heels or we go with the sneakers, depending on the kind of top you are wearing on it. You can always stand in front of a full length mirror and try out different styles to see which goes. But know that you follow the rule of floral and plain, pattern and plain, or plain and plain. Believe me when I say it works magic. And if it is also your skirt or your trousers that is floral, whatever you have to wear up has to complement what you are wearing under. And to avoid color riot, you can always browse colors that goes together or ask a family member to check you out to see if the colors you are wearing match each other. But believe me when I say it's no shame to not know how to combine colors together. I feel it took me a lot of time to actually get to that level where I could actually just look at this color and look at that color. I'm like, they go well together. So if you're not very good at it, it's nothing bad. Don't be ashamed about it. It's always good to ask questions, and that's why you have your phone where you can always browse, or you can ask a family member or a friend to check you out and see if the colors you are wearing go together. Remember the rules when you are dressing with a skirt, a top, and the trousers. Another rule I want you to remember when you're dressing with either a skirt or trouser with a top is that never wear a flowy top on another flowy skirt. It's either your top is flowy and your skirt is plain, like a straight skirt, like a fitted skirt, or you're wearing a flowing skirt with a fitted top. We're talking about bodysuit here. We're talking about all these silky tops, button down tops that you tuck into your shirt, or you are styling it with a belt. If at all the upper part of your dress is flowy as well as your skirt, it's always advisable to start with a fashion belt to make you look more feminine and kind of give you a little bit more curve than that bulky look that you have when you wear both like flowy materials. Now let's move on to gowns. Do you remember that short gown in your wardrobe that they already told you not to wear to church again because it's too short? Or that very sleeveless top or sleeveless gown that you have in your wardrobe? Don't worry, I have the right remedy to save that dress. For a very short gown that is armless, like something I'm wearing right now, there are ways you can style it that is appropriate for you to wear to church or wear outside. First things first, if you are dealing with a short gown that is probably above your knees and you want to wear them to church, the only thing you can use to just make that look more elevated is wear a leggings or a pop socks under. And with that, you can style it with preferably an heels. It depends on the kind of dress you are wearing. You can start with either heel or a sneaker or a flat if you like. Preferably if you prefer flats, you can always style them with a flat and you're good to go. And if you're wearing something like this, all you need to do is wear another long sleeve that matches the color you're wearing or probably the colors of your shoe. It's always advisable to style it with a long sleeve that you wear here and then you wear this on top, and believe me, you'll be surprised at how much your look will be changed and elevated, and yes, you look very modest. Now, some basic ways for you to elevate your look outside you just dressing up is using of jewelries, your hair, and the shoes and bags that you wear. One of the most important things when styling yourself is to ensure you have a good hair horn, and not necessarily because you're going to be revealing the hair. You can reveal the hair, but I know some churches allow that. Even though you're not covering your hair, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have something neat underneath, like your scarf or your beret or your hat, whatever it is you're going to be using to cover your hair. Your hair is an essential factor when it comes to elevating your look as a Christian lady. Now, moving on from the hair, having a piece of jewelry on is also very essential. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. It could just be something as little as a little bit of earring, a little piece of earring, a necklace, and probably a wristwatch or a bracelet, your preference. And if you're like one that likes to go all out, feel free to do that if it's allowed, but I advise you stick with minimal jewelries, especially when you're going to church. Like, where are you going to impress? Stick with minimum jewelry when going to church. It's always very advisable. The two types of jewelry I would advise you invest in is a teen necklace, either in gold or silver, your preference. A stud earring, 1 to 2, either one with crystal, one without crystal, depending, either gold or silver, whichever one is your preference of jewelry. Personally, I love to wear gold earrings or rose gold earrings, so it depends on your own personal investment and what you like on yourself. So you can decide to invest in either of that, but advise invest in a teen necklace with probably a little pendant, nothing too much, nothing too extravagant, as a starters. Now, moving on to the bags. Bags are also very essential when it comes to styling yourself, because of course we need something to put our Bible in. Personally, when I'm shopping, I do not buy a bag that cannot fit my Bible. If I'm buying a bag that cannot fit my Bible, it has to fit my phone, and when it fits my phone, that means I'm taking it out for probably an event or something. But personally, when I'm investing in a bag, that a quality bag, I invest in a bag that can fit my Bible. I'll show you the size of Bible I use as a teenager. I love my Bible, but I'm going to be showing you the size. I'm coming. So this is how my Bible looks. This is the size of my Bible. I'm currently reading a chapter, so I don't want it to close up. I'm still keeping up. So this is the size of my Bible. It's pretty old, I know, but imagine any bag I have to buy has to fit this Bible. So that is what I go with whenever I'm purchasing a Bible, because I know most of the bags I mainly take them to churches, take them to events, and also I always invest in a bag that can fit my Bible. Now, the colors that I advise, main colors that you start up with if you do not have a already made purse or you don't have a purse you use already, is invest in a black, a brown, and a nude color purse in your preference of either nude brown, nude off-white. For Nigerians out there, I mean bag, a bag. Let me give you a sample of a bag I mean. I'm coming. So when I'm talking about a purse or a bag, I'm talking about something of this size. So this is size, and it can fit my Bible perfectly well. So something like this, and you see that it's in a nude color, and the colors on it are probably nude. I feel like this, but mainly it goes with almost anything I wear, especially when I'm going with something floral or something funny with a lot of colors. I mainly use this bag. And another bag I use is this brown bag. It comes in a set, but this is like medium size of the bag that I use. It's also nude. I also have another black purse, but I'm not ready to show you my whole bag collection. I'm just trying to tell you that these are the sizes that are advisable when you are planning for a bag that you want to be taken to church. You see, this is relatively big in comparison to this. Like, you can see the size difference. So, but they are both comfortable for me, and it's easy for me to take them to churches. So that is why I invest in a bag like that. Now, moving on to your shoes. Yes, likewise for your shoes, invest in colors of black, brown, and any other nude color, and maybe silver and a gold. It depends on how much you're ready to spend for it, but mainly start with a black and a brown. And you can buy them in flats, you can buy them in sandals, you can buy them in shoes. Do you call them shoes? Shoe heels. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm talking about a shoe like this. Yeah, something like this. Like, the heels is kind of dirty though, but like something like this. That's what I mean. A shoe heel. I don't know what they call it. I don't know the name. So this, something like this, something like this. So, and you see that it's also in nude. In fact, most of my things are nude, black and brown. So invest in something like this. Like I said, heel, shoe heel, sandals. It could be flat sandals, it could be heel sandals, but things that are preferable to you. Remember, in black, white, brown, gold and silver. Preference for you, whatever. It depends on your wardrobe anyway. It depends on the things you have in your wardrobe. One of the major colors that my mommy do not like in my wardrobe is red. It's not like she has anything against red, but she believes that red doesn't really complement everything. Funny enough, I recently got a red bag. Was it just one? I think I have about 2 red bags, and I have like 3 or 4 like red tops. When I bought them, she was like, why red? Why red? My point is just that red is not one of the best colors to have in your wardrobe, because it's always hard for you to combine red with another color. But for you that have red already in your wardrobe, I'm going to teach you how to style your red attire. So I understand red is your favorite color, right? So you have a red skirt, you have a red top, you have a red shoe, you have a red scarf, you have a red beret. I have red every freaking thing. So now you want to style this attire, because anytime you wear it, people are always like, what's going on? Are you a crayon, or what's this color are you going on here? Like, I will be showing you how you can style that your red attire. Yes, that your boring red attire that makes you look like Mother Mary. I'm going to tell you I can style it to look like something very stylish and something out of a movie. Now let's start with the skirt. You have this very long red skirt that's almost touching the ground, like a long straight red skirt, right? Now you also have another red top, long sleeve, fully covered, round neck and all, and you have a red heel, right? Now let's stop there. So you have a red top, you have a red skirt, and you have a red heels. Let's stop there. So you are dressed now. Now you want to elevate that look and don't make it look like you are a crayon, right? Now the first thing I would advise is do not have a red hair on for no reason. If you have a red hair on, maybe probably a wig and a color of attachment or something, do not wear that red. Make sure you are wearing a different color, preferably in black or brown hair when you're talking about this. Now let's say you have that hair on. If it's something long, pack it to the back, and if it's something short, let it flow. Just like, it could be braids, I don't know what it is, let it just flow, maybe on your shoulders, like lightly, nothing too much. Let it just flow, not cover your neckline, leave it alone. Now the next thing I want to do to elevate that look is to tuck in that shirt. Yes, that round neck, whatever it, even if it's a button down shirt, tuck it into that skirt right now. When you start tuck it into the skirt, the next thing you move on to is to get a belt. Yes, get a black belt and put it on your waist. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fashion belt. It could be a thin belt, it could be a big belt, it could be a fashion belt, anyone it is, any kind of belt you have, as long as it's black, put that on your waist. Now the next thing I want to move on to is your jewelry. Now you can wear any kind of jewelry at this point, but a necklace is actually very important here to give your neckline a very nice look. So next thing is, after putting on your jewelry, wear a thin necklace, that's a nice pendant. This is not the time for you to wear a choker necklace. Wear something that drops down a bit. You can never see where it's dropping down, but like it drops down a bit. So wear that kind of necklace. Now since we are going to move on to your bag, right? Your bag. Now since you already have a red shoe and you have a red skirt on, there's nothing your bag really wants to match on with. So the best thing for you to match your bag on with is your hair, the color of your hair. So if you are wearing a brown hair, it's advisable to match it with a brown shoe. If you are wearing a black hair, match it on with a black hair. And another thing you can also use to style this whole look up and make it look all bougie and all is a sunshade. Yes, a sunshade is something you have to invest in. Like, you will literally see me with a sunshade even when the sun is not shining. That thing gives he elevates look so much. I'm going to show you how he elevates look. I'm going to get to my sunshades and show you how it actually elevates a look from just normal to amazing. So in a matter of seconds, you're going to see how my look transforms from just ordinary to bougie. So now I'm giving a more bougie vibe in comparison to how I look without my sunshade. Let's move on to elevating your look. Let's say you are not someone who wears makeup, but yes, you don't want to look dead or like a zombie. One of the major things is to firstly oil your face. Yes, oil your face. At least you're allowed to use lip gloss. Try and use lip gloss, brush out your eyebrows. Just brush them out. If possible, you can shape in them, but I naturally have this nice eyebrows, so I don't shape in my eyebrows, but you can brush them out. If you like eye pencil and is allowed, you can use an eye pencil and you are good to go. Yes, currently I just have an eye pencil one and a lip gloss, and I don't have powder on my face, but you can use a powder to just make your face look more less oily, if you know what I mean. I personally have an oily face, so I tend to use powder a lot, but I'm not using powder currently. But my point is, you can use basic things like just eye pencil, powder and lip gloss to elevate your look to look more awake and less sleepy. Now, speaking about makeup, for those who love makeup, I personally am not a supporter of makeup. Like, to church, you can wear makeup any other place, but to church I'm like, okay, let's rephrase that. You can wear makeup, but don't wear it in excess to church. I don't know why. You have to wear so much makeup to church. You see some people with makeup in church, you be like, are you going to like Owambe or what's going on? Like, I don't know. But anyway, try to avoid wearing excessively too much makeup to church, please. And for the curvy ladies, I advise to not wear overly fitted dresses to church, because you can cause something else in the heart of some people, and that is a sin. So for ladies, let's try as much as possible to not wear excessively body fitted clothes to church, please, or even anywhere. Let's try not to even invest our money in things like that, please. So guys, that's gonna be all for today. It's nice having you guys here. If you watched the end, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell right beside it, so that you get notified whenever I post. And yes, I'm going to be posting a part 2 of this, where I'll be talking about modesty and Christianity. Make sure you look forward to that video, because it's going to be more detailed and more explanatory than this. Yeah, I just spoke of basically how to dress as a Christian. More in that one, I'm going to be talking about what modesty is and how it affects us as a Christian, and why you should even dress presentably in the first place. So that's gonna be all for today. See you guys next time. Bye.